So Republicans last night, voted against two war powers resolutions, which had basically said we can't go to war with Venezuela or against anybody that the president just decides is a terrorist organization without Congress approving. And this was to pull back a lot of the powers that had been given in 1991 Desert Storm timeframe, and then also 2002 9/11 timeframe that had given the president a lot of power to strike, especially in the Middle East. So Congress was trying to pull that back, Democrats specifically, with some bipartisan help. House Republicans voted against that on both of those resolutions with the help of an individual named Henry Cuellar, Cuellar, who you may know is the guy, the Democrat, who just got pardoned by Trump recently. He was ready to stand trial with his wife in April, I believe, of next year for getting $600,000 from Azerbaijan for uh, helping them for getting bribes that they accepted from Azerbaijan a run oil and gas company and a Mexican bank to help them, like money laundering, conspiracy, you name it. And he had been pardoned by Trump. And then so Mr. Cuellar decided to vote with Republicans twice last night to give the president any power he wants and to not pull the war powers back into Congress where it belongs. This country should not go to war and should not start striking people just because Donnie has a bad day or the president has a bad day. And we were trying to get those powers back. And so he joined all Republicans except for Massey and I believe Don Bacon, who is a veteran. They voted against it. Marjorie Taylor Greene voted against one of them as well. So there were a little bit like the Massey, MTG kind of connection there, which is all tied up in Russia. They said, hey, you should not be able to attack Venezuela, which is a big Russian ally. So totally get that, understand where they're coming from because they're bought and paid for by Russia, but that's another thing, and I posted about that. But Cuellar, who is up for re-election again in 2026, the Dems really want to get him the hell out of office because now he's just voting Republican. He's just voting Republican, let's be honest, after the pardon for full up bribery, allegations of bribery, $600,000. But so that's where we're at. The Senate is trying to push a resolution on their end. Ruben Gallego, I believe, just last night pushed another resolution. So we'll see how the Senate thinks about that and what they feel should be done as far as the war powers being in the president's hand and him being able to do whatever they want. Sometimes the Senate is more sensible. We're going to find out, and we'll see if that reaches a vote today or tomorrow before they go on break on Friday for the holiday break, or if it'll be something that comes up in January. And some of that will depend on what is going on with some of the investigations, like Hegseth and the second strike and Bradley, all of those things, which just make no sense to anybody who's trying to listen to their stories. They still haven't thrown the full video out there for the public to see. They were supposed to show it to the House Armed Services Committee. I'll try to follow up on that as well. But yeah, a lot to come over the holiday break, including the Jeffrey folders. Okay, thanks.